Good morning, goobers and gamers. I hope you're all having a good day today. And today I'm here with a little bit of Balatro, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. I've spent a couple hundred hours in it, and for the past couple of months, I've been, my routine's been where I just kind of wake up, and while I'm having my coffee and a little bit of my breakfast, I can easily play with one hand around a Balatro, and I actually just finished getting gold stake on all the decks from doing these morning sessions, and I've had a lot of fun doing them, and I wanted to kind of share that with you guys. So I hope you enjoy some of the morning time gaming we have on here, and it's such a fun game that I didn't want to see it end. So we're just going to take it casually, grab yourself a cup of coffee. I am actually drinking with the Satisfactory mug here. I put an image on the screen, and it's actually from my friend. He gave it for me for my birthday. So thanks, dude. And we're going to have a little bit of sip here and play some Balatro. So I don't really know what I'll be talking about here. I think I'll probably just do a little bit of rambling and see what we can get going on here with see if we can get all the way through ante 8, kind of the point of the game. But yeah, I guess I can talk right now just a little bit about how my time with gold staking everything went. It was good. It was pretty good. It did kind of suck near the end because you get to a point where you've got the method down, you know how to get your econ up, you know what to look for, but you just can't kind of get lucky to survive those early stages. A lot of my runs died within the first ante or two. I'd get a little greedy, and sometimes I'd take a skip tag or two, and you just kind of had to wait to get a little bit lucky to get those final pushes. It was fine. Sometimes I had to restart. I don't like doing that, but when you get to black deck gold stake and you're just kind of running it back over and over again, you kind of know when things are gonna kind of blow up. I eventually got to a point where I did restarts, which is fine. I normally don't do that. Usually I see it all the way to the end. But yeah, it was. Other than that, it was a really fun time. I liked some unethical ways I could get a win at the end, and figuring out a way to make sure I don't slip up a little bit, where sometimes I'd throw in an extra Mr. Bones if I had the spare time, or once I knew stuff was gonna perish, I could just kind of do some skipping and everything to get to the end. But yeah, playing on white stake feels a little bit easier. The classic I love you hanging Chad. Photo Chad carried my run a bajillion times, and it is literally bread and butter. Oh wow, what a great pickup actually. Yeah, it really seals the deal with just a little joker. Just a couple of jokers can get you so far with Photo Chad. And oh, we just keep winning here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take the business card. And you always got to take the emulate. It's just free money at that point, and it lowers your deck size. That was something that I noticed was a little bit difficult getting through the stakes, was that I had to figure out how to have consistent hands, because sometimes you just wouldn't draw what you needed, and that's kind of the name of the game. Once you have a more consistent deck size, it really kind of gets you in a good spot to draw what you need when you need it. And yeah, this hanging Chad is actually amazing for having a lucky card at the start. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say there. I'm playing a lot of full houses. It's kind of my go-to, actually. It feels nice to draw 3 and 2, and having that hand is not that bad. It scales pretty well. Um, it is a little bit harder to get, but we're playing on white stake, so it's not the worst idea to build towards it. But hopefully we can get through all this. I'm not seeing many molting, X-molt jokers, but I think we'll be okay. And I had to sell my pareidolia, which is cool for having stuff like smiley face and the business card, but I honestly would like to just play face cards. I can draw them. I should be fine. So I don't really need everything to be a face card when I can draw enough face cards, Man, the worst part about doing Gold Stake and why I wanted to finish it was that having that -1 discard and -1 hand is horrible. It's okay, yeah, so we're gonna take this. Sorry, got cut off. we just keep winning here. Not only can we double tarot cards, but we can double our Chad here. Or maybe I'll double money, I'm not sure. But yeah, doing Gold Stake with that -1 hand size and discard, it's hard. And I've heard Local Thunk is actually going to patch or change the blue stake, which I believe takes away your discard, to be something different, because it's just not something enjoyable. And I wanted to get Gold Stake done pre-nerf to say that I could, so that's what I really wanted to do. And I'm so glad I finally finished that up, because now I can say I did it making it easier and stuff. I am really excited for the new update. I've heard some talk about some of the cool stuff, like Matador finally getting some usage and not being kind of a joke. And I want him to add dateable jokers. I think that would be really cool. Have a little friendship point. I want Jimbo to say sweet nothings to me, But we'll wait and see. He's a busy man. He's made one of the greatest games ever. I'll let him take his time, I'm enjoying it regardless if there's anything new to play, This is kind of one of those games that I think I will find enjoyment my whole freaking life. What a good game. And I love when I can convince someone else to play the game and I can see them get hooked. Oh, it's the greatest feeling, man. Hi, Matador. Yeah, seeing someone get sucked down into the beautiful world of bigger number, go higher is amazing. I guess we're going kind of lucky card build here. Hopefully we can pull a cat. Get those lucky cards rolling, but any will work. I'll take hologram, or I don't really like throwback. Which I think I need to do that challenge for throwback where you skip a bunch of rounds and only play a couple. I think that's an achievement or something you can get. Maybe that was how I unlocked throwback. I'm not sure. We're cooking here. We're not really seeing any problems. We got all that we need here. Blueprint is always the greatest pull you can get. Good econ. I love polychrome, but not what we want here. We'll just keep leveling up our full houses. I think we're doing pretty good. And back to business, I guess. It does feel really nice to play at a lower stake, because having the stress of actually completing a run is, it makes the game a little bit more competitive, and I like my game casual. I could take the Emily here, but I think we're gonna go for a nice foil, I guess. That's great. And we'll make a little bit of copies of those, and more lucky cards. It just keeps getting better, man. I'm so glad I picked up that extra consumable slot, because now I can just keep making tarot cards with our guy right there. Tarot cards really are the greatest. Once you have a good way to generate them, either through purple seals or I like hallucination a bit, but being able to generate them consistently is just it. Deck thinning is the name of the game. It's the best way to feel comfortable. Hi, Mime. I'm not gonna take you, even though I love your Nanimp strategies, which I actually haven't gotten on this. The cat is here. That's amazing. We can 100%. I'm gonna take the cat here. I feel like I make enough money as is. Oh, and he wants to come back anyway. Well, sorry, business card. We'll get you later. But speaking of Nanimp, I actually got it once on an unseated run. Unfortunately, it was on my phone. I was traveling and I was playing some on my phone because I'm addicted. And I managed to get a crazy per KO within the first ante, I think. And, picking up Mime and Baron just kind of sealed the deal. I screen recorded it because I was so excited. It was like an 8-minute hand because I made like 161 kings using all the cryptids that I copied. So that was really cool. I just wish it was on Steam and not on my phone, but it is what it is. We're gonna get more lucky cards here. We're gonna get the biggest cat we can. I think that's kind of the name of the game. I recently watched the doc, the professor from Balatro University, make one of the biggest cats ever, and I just really like the way he says big cat, and it's crazy. I picked up a lot of hints from him. He's really cool, and I think he's doing speedruns now on trying to go Nanimp as quick as possible, and I think that's pretty neat. He just is never punished. I don't know how he gets so lucky, man. Yeah. I love consuming this game. I love everything about it. Oh man, sorry if there's any meowing in the background. My roommate's cats probably are up and about and are probably wondering why they can't. That's a big cat. They can't get in on the action here. I think they're probably also jealous that I got a bigger cat in here than they are, even though they are pretty big. But I'll see them later. I unfortunately cannot give them a morning cup of coffee because then their poops will be even stinkier, and I think that would be pretty bad here. I'm liking this jack here. I like how it, I think I got a little bit of work on it from the hiker, but having those extra chips is also pretty stellar here. Oh, I didn't review the collection of, I didn't review what skins I'm using, but yeah, you can see it here. We got Among Us, we got Slay the Spire and Shovel Knight and everything. I actually also just finished a full Gungeon run recently as well. I love my roguelikes, and including doing the rat fight and everything. God, it's just, I love Gungeon. It's such a good game. And we can play a little 5 of a kind here, yeah. But man, it's like the original, just consistent roguelike. It's so well designed. We are not going to talk about Exit the Gungeon, but we will talk about how that's a really pretty Joker. I don't think I've ever seen a trading card like this. That's so pretty. I love the white outline instead of the black outline. That's really cool. But we will talk about Enter the Gungeon 2, which I am ridiculously excited for. I don't know how doing a 3D style will really work, but I think they're gonna make something great. Hopefully it's not jank though, because the pixel art in Gungeon is absolutely phenomenal. They do such a good job at just everything in the game looking clean and precise, and that's kind of what you need for a game as hectic as Gungeon. I've also noticed that from all the Gungeon game I've been playing, I genuinely have gotten better at just not getting hit in games. What was I playing? Hades 2, I think I was playing recently, and learning that, you know, I think it's all my Gungeon experience and maybe Elden Ring as well, just knowing when to dodge and not get hit by a swarm of bullets it's kind of an interesting feeling. I kind of feel on top of the world. Yeah. Speaking of, what was I gonna say? I guess I can go back to my gold stake since we're on the game of Balatro here. I didn't copy my cartomancer, or not cartomancer, my tarot card generator. It's whatever. I have not appreciated certificate until I started gold staking, because it is just, I used to think that adding more cards to your deck is not the best thing, and usually it's not. Okay, the cat's going crazy. But having certificate in early antes, well, we gotta try. I'm sorry, Cartomancer, you gotta go. Chico, welcome to the team. That makes me feel better. I can just kind of ride through the antes now. But on certificate, having those seals in early antes and good cards, that's just beautiful. Like getting even a 1 tarot card generator from a purple seal is phenomenal, you know? And having blue seals also, all the seals are good. You know, you can get a red seal, start playing around. You could get a king red seal, you know? So I think it's underappreciated now. I appreciate it a lot more. Big money, 114, that's quite a bit actually. I think, to be honest, I'm not gonna jinx it here, but I think we are kind of set. We're going into Ante 8 after this. Chico just kind of disables everything that can get in our way, you know, no plant to harm us or anything. I think I just want to keep playing my jacks here and keep jacking them on, you know? Man, what a good run to start the morning. I feel really happy about this, actually. It does feel very nice to play it on white stake, but I think I'm just here to enjoy the game, man, and having something this consistent feels great. Now that is one pretty cat. Maybe evil kitty. I guess we really have the luck of the century here this morning. We're taking this one. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, we're putting more Chad copies here, because I think we want a even bigger cat if we can get that. I don't really think there's even anything we need. I think we can just kind of roll our way down to the finish line here and get another win, get another session done with here. Sorry, I was taking a sip of my coffee there. You hear any pauses? That's just me taking a long sip of Joe. I think it's very good. Sometimes I like cold brew. I like it. I like my coffee hot and not that much milk and sugar, honestly. When I took a little trip with my family to Europe, and they do not provide you much sugar or anything. It's pretty much just black coffee, and I kind of just had to suck it up for any ounce of energy. And I kind of like my coffees pretty sparse. Having a little bit of sweetness is good, but that's a big cat. That's a big cat. I think we walk this cat to its cat house, which is the finish line, and we give it a nice little rest. And we grab another negative because why not? We just get lucky with a billion negatives today, and we'll exchange the Chad for a little bit of Saki Busky, you know? I wonder if this is gonna flip. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It flips him around, which means I have to reorganize. Thanks, Amber Acorn. Yeah, we'll cut off these 8s really quick, and you know what? Let's see if we can get something big. Nah, let's just put it out there. Let's go. And I think this will be a GG here. And there you have it. Good thing you didn't bet against me, Jimbo. Good thing you didn't. Well, I guess that's pretty much it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed spending this morning with me. Get a little bit of Balatro in, and get a little good start to my day. Make sure you eat. Make sure you get some good water after having some coffee, and you know, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you guys whenever I play again, probably tomorrow morning. So thanks for sticking around with me, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.